The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check. Here we go. Bring the energy.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check the backer. Gun. Here we go.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Diggs has it. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. Cousins on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Good route here.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, exit. 51 to mark, 51. Gun. Third.
4th down, Cousins. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell there to make the grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for two, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Throwing is Cousins. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. A first down throw for Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Hey, orbit. 54. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there. And it's third down. Cousins, really good defensive effort. They were all over looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. With that incompletion, I want to get your MVP thoughts. Lamar Jackson, he seems to be the leader right now, is he not?
I would agree with that, and his team is the hottest team in the league right now.
And then you've got, well, let's think of the others. Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Who else? Christian McCaffrey?
I would say Christian McCaffrey, although it's hard for a running back to win it. Don't forget Michael Thomas with the Saints continued to have big numbers even while Drew Brees was out. But also, if Patrick Mahomes gets hot and the Chiefs run off a string, he's a defending NFL MVP.
But think about this. If Lamar Jackson does win the MVP, he'll be the first 22-year-old to do it since Jim Brown. On second down, it's Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run them.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but, boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 38.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
13.
On first down, here's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, CD, let's look ahead to Week 12, the week before Thanksgiving. Hard to believe some big games. It started Thursday night, Colts-Texans, to decide who would go ahead in that division, but also Seahawks-Eagles, a game that you're going to be doing. That's a big one.
It's a monster one, and if you look at the Eagles' record, you would think they absolutely have to have it. But in the NFC East, even a loss doesn't eliminate them, does it? But if they win, they could be neck and neck with Dallas. With Seattle, they're trying to keep pace and stay right on the heels of San Francisco in the NFC West. How about Dallas at New England? That's a big-time game. The Cowboys trying to maintain their lead in the NFC East. New England just 1 loss. And Green Bay at San Francisco. That game got flexed to Sunday night and deserved to be. That could be one of the better ones we'll see this year.
Yeah, that's a trio of games that is very, very strong this weekend. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Check 3, check 3. You draw quarter. 52.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 20-yard touchdown. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. To throw is Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jefferson's to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. James now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was plenty.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out.